Good day, everyone. I'm Ma'am Pichi Domingo from the Department of Social Sciences, and I will be your teacher in Socsci 1105. Socsci 1105 has the title The Contemporary World. Here, I'm going to present to you the course outline as well as the course objectives and the course requirements.
Hello. SOCSA 1105 has the title The Contemporary World, but basically in this class, we will be studying about globalization on a macro scale and how it impacts individuals. So let me start by discussing to you the course description. So this course will introduce to students the contemporary world by examining the multifaceted phenomenon of globalization. So if you say multifaceted, it means the different dimensions of globalization. So what are these dimensions? It could be economic, social, political, technological, or it may pertain to other transformations that might create an increasing awareness of how people around the world or how places around the world are actually interconnected. To this end, the course provides an overview of the various debates in global governance, development, and sustainability. Beyond exposing the student to the world outside the Philippines, it seeks to inculcate a sense of global citizenship and global ethical responsibility. So for the first 2 weeks, we will be studying the introduction to the study of globalization. So here, aside from discussing to you, so actually the department has prepared several videos from that were prepared by different faculty members to discuss to you the different the definition, the ideologies, the approaches, and even the history of globalization for you to have a better take or to ground you on what globalization is. And then after that, for weeks 3 to 4, you will be looking or we will be looking at the structures of globalization. So we will start by examining the global economy. So there are readings here which will be provided to you in our Google Classroom about the globalization of economic relation and then the world systems theory as a capitalist world economy, and then after that, this week is divided into two topics, or the third week and the fourth week is divided into two topics. We have first market integration. So the focus here is about global capitalism and global corporation and even new world economy or corporation. And then the other one is more political in nature because the focus is the global interstate system. So countries or governments and citizens will be studied globally by looking at their interconnection or the interconnectedness of world of states. And then there is another reading also here, which is entitled An International Civilization, Empire Internationalism, and the Crisis of the Mid-20th Century. So generally these are your readings. As said a while ago, the department has prepared various video presentation or video lectures of faculty members that will help you in understanding the topics that were mentioned that are part of the other topics include contemporary global governance. So this is more political. So we will be studying about the role of the United Nations or the World Trade Organization or any other global groups or maybe regional organizations that are significantly affects global politics. And then we have global citizenship. So the notion of global civil society, or is there a notion of global citizen or global citizenship. So we will be problematizing that. And then after that, you will be having your preliminary exam, your first term exam. So after the first term exam, we will be studying the global divide, the North and the South. And then, um, mm, actually, the basis of dividing the world into two is based on dependency, based on culture, and based on location. And then the other topic is Asian regionalism. So we will be studying globalization in the context of the Asia Pacific and South Asia, and then the idea of third wave, the idea of middle class formation in the making of a region. Then after those two topics, you will be having your midterms exam. So on the seventh week, we will be looking at the world of ideas. So you have topics here such as global media culture, the idea of global village, popular music, and globalization. So that's the first part. The second part is the idea of global city. So we'll look at mobility, diversity, something like that. And then we have globalization of religion. So we will relate globalization with a religion with global conflict, or yeah, like the rise of IC, something like that, and maybe looking at the positive consequences of it. So on the eighth week, we will be studying global demography. Demography means population, and then global migration, or the movement of people from one country to another, maybe because of war, because or conflict, or because of leisure, or because of overseas employment. So here there's a red text here which says that you are to write your research proposal. So you're expected to submit a research paper with proper citation. So if we have time, we will push through that objective. But if we lack the time because of too many topics to discuss, then maybe I can ask you to do something, a small research, not a full-blown research proposal, but a small research wherein you might be asked to interview, for instance, a global migrant, or someone who works from the United Nations, or any person that may be related to the topics discussed in class. And then after that, we will be looking at the idea of sustainable world. So the idea of sustainable development will be discussed, and then the crisis, or maybe the issue of global food security. So the last week would be supposed to be your conclusion, wherein you are to complete your research paper. So if I ask another requirement, like a final requirement, like a video presentation of the things you learned in class, so that would be the requirement you will be submitting on the 10th week. So the course requirements include, you have term examination. So it says here that you have prelim, midterm, and final examination. But sometimes I only give two examination to my students, recognizing the fact that their other subjects might have also a variety, or actually a pile of requirements. So I limit it only to term examination. And then research paper, so we might replace this one with another requirement such as a video presentation. And then you will be having your quizzes, activities, group report, and maybe no recitation, but more of activities. And then the passing mark is 50%. These are the dates you need to remember. Okay, if you want to, I don't think these things are actually related to you, but okay, I will just highlight some dates that may be significant to you. August 26th, the last day of adding and changing of subjects. And then if you are expecting to graduate, you should have filed it not after, but on or before September 9. This is I'm gonna discuss to you the university policy on giving grades. Okay, so it says here that grade of 5 should not be given directly while flexible learning is being implemented. During the pandemic, the university discouraged and actually asked faculty members to be lenient to their students by by not giving students a failing grade. However, okay, this semester, um, faculty members are likewise discouraged not to give a failing grade of 5, but if the student fails to remove their grade of INC or no grade remark, they may obtain a grade of 5. Okay, so what is the difference of INC and no grade? It says here that students with total passing score at the end of the semester but with missing major requirements. Okay, so your score is passing. If the passing score is 50, so you might you receive a grade of 50 or higher, but you fail to submit one major requirement, or you fail to take the exam, you will be given a grade of INC. Okay, the students shall be given passing grade upon submission of the requirement. So removal of INC grade shall follow the previously issued online procedure. The policy on the removal of INC grade shall apply. Here's another policy. Students who did not reach the passing mark due to lack of requirement and or exam shall be given the following, okay? No exam taken, officially dropped. Okay, so if you have 3 exams and you fail to take any of these exams, you get a grade of, you get a score or remark of D or dropped, which is also equivalent to a grade of 5. And then, if you satisfy 0 to 49% of the requirements with or without exam, you are also given a grade of D or officially dropped. Okay, so if we have 10 requirements and you fail to submit 5 requirements, even if you have taken the exam, okay, I can still give you a grade of D or officially drop, which is also equivalent to a grade of 5. And then, but if you satisfy 50 to 89% of the requirements and at least 1 exam, okay, you will be given a grade of no grade. Okay.